Sierra Leone's President Julius Maada has been re-elected for a second term with over 56% of Saturday's vote. EU observers have already flagged a lack of transparency by the Electoral Commission as perhaps leading to popular mistrust in the process. And Maada's main challenger, Samura Kamara, has rejected the results, saying that they're just not credible. Our regional correspondent Justice Bedo told me earlier about what Maada's re-election meant for the country and why Kamara is already crying foul.
The celebrations on the streets of Freetown, Sierra Leone's capital, has been one of mixed feeling amongst many people, in part because this country is one that is heavily polarized and divided. In fact, tension had been building ahead of this election, and Mr. Maada, who is now has just won his second term, had competed with Dr. Kamara in the similar fashion in 2018, and the election was this close. And so this time around, especially with the anger that had been building up with how the country's economy had done over the last few years, and in most part of Mr. Bayo's first term, many were expecting that there was going to be a change, but that seemed not to have happened. Dr. Kamara has immediately rejected the result and has described it as daylight robbery. It remains unclear what his option is going to be. The observers that had come from the African Union and ECOWAS had described the process as having been peaceful, free and fair, and had asked that if anyone was unhappy with the result, they should seek legal redress rather than ask their supporters to go onto the street. Mr. Bio, who is now just going to begin his second term, faces a very tough challenge as the country's economy has seen a big downturn in the last 2 years. The Leone, which is the country's currency, has seen up to 80% depreciation against the dollar in the last 2 years alone. Cost of living has risen by up to 150% in the last 2 years. And we went to Sierra Leone to speak to many people to gauge their mood, especially speaking about the economy and cost of living ahead of this election. Many people speak about how challenging times have been. A lot of the consumables that people use in the country are imported, and as the currency has depreciated that much, it has impacted people's livelihoods, and people are hoping that things will change in Mr. Maada's second term.